Greetings, land of Bitcoin. So in my last video, I was speaking about whether or not this is going to prove to be a break of resistance in more than a pump, or if we're going to come back down. I've been doing a little thinking here, seeing some of the recent comments. Market sentiment has definitely changed. So it's got me thinking. I just want to throw this out. These are just basically my thoughts, not really in-depth and thought out. Just want to spit this out real quick. So this is the year 2020, 2021, what you see right in front of you. There was a halving cycle in 2020. So I got to thinking, okay, you take the premise that Bitcoin is Bitcoin, right? This whole time, 2020, 2021, after the halving in 2020, Bitcoin is the same Bitcoin it was last week as it was today. It's the same Bitcoin it was last month as it is today. It's the same Bitcoin it was 2 months ago as it is today, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5. It's the same Bitcoin it was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 months ago as it is today. So how do you explain what you see here? The halving bull run, okay, that's explainable, but these giant corrections, just one after the next, right? For an asset that is the same, this asset's not changing, right? The only thing that's changing is market sentiment, the psychology, the gossip, right? And that's what I've come to learn. Is that's the part about this I don't like, because this is an asset that has remained the same, right? This is the same asset, and look at this price action. So I see comments now, people coming out and not too happy with about my analysis and some other YouTube channels, because been talking about this dumping down and playing out a market cycle. So people saying I was wrong and stuff, and Crypto Kirby and other channels saying we're wrong. But I don't know. I can't speak for anyone else, but I started talking right here on June 14th, June 15th, right in this area, when this had pumped up from 31,000 to 41,000. Does that sound familiar? Right here, it was the sixth time I'd seen it. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. It had pumped up $10,000 pump in about a week. It was the sixth time I'd seen it, and I made a video. I said, I don't need to see it 6 times. I've seen it 5 times. The Bitcoin YouTube hype squad has been running their viewers into these massive bull traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right here is where I changed and started seeing reality for what this is. Bitcoin's totally cool, man. Love it. I love Bitcoin. I mean, can't say enough good things about it, but it's the same asset, right? So it's this gossip, it's the hype squad, it's the leverage, right? This market is just infested with unbridled leverage. So if for those of you out there celebrating right now, like some major change has happened here in the last 10 days, looking at this pump, if you don't think this can dump down to 30,000, 31,000 in the next handful of days, you're absolutely wrong. This is no different than what we've been seeing this entire cycle run. So I just want to point that out. When I became a bear, I know people aren't happy with me being a bear, but like I said back here, I said I'm just going to start talking about what I think is reality. I'm not going to hype squad you, right? And I was right. So middle of June here, I called it out before it happened, and we dumped all the way down to 28,700. It came back up, and everybody thought, but no, wait a second, right? It's dumped back down to 29,000. So we haven't broken resistance yet. So careful, young Skywalker, right? Be careful. Don't get too carried away with yourself about you being right and some other people being wrong. There's no sides to this. There's no one team against the other team. There's only reality, right? So this is basically the point I'm getting to is this asset is unchanged. This, nothing's changed. This isn't like a company where something terrible happened and and this or something good happened. This is just the same. It's the same asset, right? Nothing's changed about Bitcoin. I mean, you could get on. There's a couple of technicalities where you say, well, hash rate went down once and this and that. Well, yeah, that's true, but Bitcoin's still the same Bitcoin. There's nothing's changed about Bitcoin. I'd be more than happy to start making bull videos, right, to the moonshot videos. I'd be more than happy to do that. But just based on the sudden change in the feel of comments I'm getting, if I had to guess right now, if I was forced to make a guess where this is going to turn into some amazing breakout, or if it's going to crash on your head. So mind you, this is just all basically leverage driven psychology, herd mentality. I'd have to say that 90% odds this is coming back down, and it's going to come down rapidly. 10% and we break resistance and maybe consolidate up here and then go up. I think that's fantasy. Just look at the history, these massive pumps, right? Look what happens immediately afterwards. Every single time. This isn't anything different. So maybe for those of you people out there that didn't like my bearish analysis when it was at 41 and it dumped straight down to 28 and then it came back up to 36 and then it dumped back down to 29. So my analysis was actually right on the money, with the exception of I thought it was going to come down further. But this could just be a setup still, guys, ladies. This could come crashing down on your head in an instant, because that's what this market is, right? So I'm just trying to tell people to be careful, because I know the Bitcoin hype squad is out there, right? Always constantly going to the moon. I ran into it this whole time. I got back in here in November 2020. And I watched all those channels, just constant hype and everything. They just never change what they're saying. So this is no different. I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now, just based on the change in psychology I've seen in comment sections, right? People thinking they've won some kind of victory, oh, you bears were wrong. Just based on that, that's all I read. That's my signal. That's my signal. Now I know what's going to happen, right? This thing's crashing. It's going to dump on your head. Oh, sorry to tell you, but that's just how this market works, man. Right? It's the same Bitcoin. Bitcoin's cool. We're all on the same team, right? Bitcoin's awesome. Invest in it. Yeah. But there's a whole other story to this, right? This is going to crash on your head. I'm 90% sure. So it's not investment advice. I could be wrong. But I said the same thing back here at 41,000 in the middle of June. And right now, today, we're sitting at 41,300. The story's not changed yet. This needs to break out of this resistance. There's several resistance lines in here. Let me just draw this in real quick. Here's some resistance lines. I'm just going to go and hit some of these past resistance and support lines. Support that's now resistance and all that jazz. If I could get this to work, throw it like one here, and you could throw in another one, say, like maybe here or something, and don't want to hear, but this is the major one, right? This low 40,000s area. So there does need to be on YouTube. There does need to be an antidote. There does need to be a reverse argument to the hype squad, the HUD squad. I'm not a FUD squad. I'm just reality, right? I'm not going to hype this up, man. So based on what's been happening in the last 7 months, almost exactly 7 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is working on number 7 here, right? Right here. Is it actually, we topped out at 41,400. We were actually higher back here in the middle of June than we are right now. or no, we're actually we're actually right on it, almost to the dot, man. Look at it. See that red line going across? Something 41,450. It's on a dot, man. Exactly where we were middle of June when I started seeing this price action clearly, and my analysis was basically perfect. This is a long-term analysis. It wasn't, sometimes you want to know what's going on right now, but this is a daily chart, and this played out from middle of June to third week of July. So 5-6 weeks, right? So I'm talking about the next couple of weeks. Just based, it sounds stupid, right? It's a psychological effect. So that's a psychological signal I needed to see, right? The comments from people that are mad at me for giving out wonderful analysis since the middle of June, right? That 41,000 to 29,000, while people were saying we're going to the moon, while the hype squad was telling you we're going to the moon, we dropped $12,000 over 5-6 weeks. So there's been no victory here. This was not a break of resistance. There was a daily candle close slightly above it. We're back down underneath resistance now, right on it, basically in that area. But 10 days ago, we just saw a close below support, and there was a major push up. Now we saw a close just above resistance, and we're starting to print a red candle. Got about another 7 or 8 hours on this candle to close. So just don't get out over your skis, right? The change in the comments I was seeing, talking about reality, right? 41,500 to 29,200, actually 28,700, then back down to 29,200. Don't be mad at me for saying that, because I was talking about reality, right? So now I'm talking about reality. 90% chance this is dumping on your head, folks. So I could be totally wrong, but there needs to be the other side of the story, right? The constant hype squad runs their viewers, hundreds of thousands of viewers, into these bull traps. These are massive bull traps, one after the next, basically on average every, once a month or so. So we're going into the 8th month of the year, and we've had six major hype squad bull traps. So, if you think this is different, let me know down in the comments section. But make sure you tell your comments before it happens. Don't come after something happens and say you were right. Let me know down in the comments section right now what you think is going to happen before it happens. All right. So let's play on an even field, guys, ladies. I hope you enjoyed this tidbit. As always, thanks for watching.